What's up, guys, and welcome back to Batman, the Enemy Within. Good, I call it the Enemy Within. What's bad, I play Evil Within and shit like that, and I'm actually a big fan of the Evil Within series. So, I did my test record to make sure my mic was all good and it was loud enough for you guys to hear. And I called it the Evil Within. Welcome back, Batman, the Evil Within. And I'd like to start this video off because we're about to start episode 2. If you've not watched episode 1, probably by the time this came out, I'm going to have a playlist of the Batman Evil Within. Fuck. Enemy Within. I will have a playlist, available. Go watch episode 1 so you can catch up, because there's a lot of shit that happened in episode 1. Okay? So I'm gonna start this off, and I better not get anything of, oh, you spoiled this for me, I don't understand this. If you don't understand, go back to episode 1. And if you haven't seen the first season, go watch season 1. Plugins. Always about the plugins. And it's so funny, because if I say anything during this series, where I ask a question, feel free to always answer. I had somebody, what was his name? I think it's Johnny something. Sorry if I don't remember your name. I just didn't want to look up YouTube just to get your username. But I was sitting there talking in a previous video about Arkham Asylum. Does everybody just plead insanity and win? Because to plead insanity and win is really low. Even when people are actually psychotic, it's hard for them to win. He informed me that Gotham does have a prison, and it's called Blackgate Prison. But yeah, if I ever say something that's off or it's wrong, and be like, oh, this is actually...
from Gotham's past returned to terrorize my city. He drew me into his twisted game, striking at the things I hold most dear.
Okay, but as I was saying...
But I survived.
So if I ever ask something like that, or if I say something and it's actually... it's this, don't be think I'm gonna get pissed off at you and be like, oh, well, fuck you, correcting me and shit. I don't mind, and that's how I learn. Plus, I do want to talk about this game. If there's anything that happens during these episodes you want to talk about, comment. Because I love it when somebody comments something about the game or something I say. Because to me, that's like, oh, they're paying attention.
But now I have you to lean on. A man who lives on both sides of the line and knows exactly when to cross it.
Oh, we're back to paying attention. We don't have choices.
You and I will be working together very closely. Bruce Wayne.
How the shit you know my... Oh!
First thing you need to know, I can keep your secret.
Oh my fucking god. Am I fucking stupid? Don't answer that. That's a question you guys can't answer. I know I paused it. People are like, I was paying attention to the story. In the last video, I thought when she said Bruce Wayne, I thought she said the Riddler must have done this. And somebody helped him get away. And it must have been Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne did it, so I thought it was going to do the whole shit again where it's like, Bruce Wayne's father was a criminal, so he must also be a criminal. Oh, she knows our secret.
And despite what you did, going behind my back to Mori, I will continue to keep it. No reports, nothing. No one else needs to know. To deal with the present threat, though, I need both of you. The man inside and outside the mask.
She's fucking smart.
I'm not the enemy here. It may seem that way right now, but I'm not. Our problems are far too big for us to be bickering among ourselves.
That's true. They're all working together.
I know we're on the same side.
I'm glad to hear it. I thought you might be harder to convince. When Riddler's friends hear he's dead, they ain't gonna just carry on carrying on. They might get sloppy. They might want revenge. Or they might simply accelerate their plans. I'm gonna need
Oh
eyes
man,
everywhere
you know
in
this is
Gotham.
bad because she
A
is
man
probably
like
the
Bruce
most
Wayne,
smartest character
with
in this
all his
goddamn game.
influence and resources.
And that's
Can
sad.
go places
Because
Batman
who else could afford the tech
You
that
understand
Batman
what I'm
uses
saying,
other than a
don't you? Your
multi-billionaire?
public persona could be a great help to us here. Maybe even as much as Batman in certain situations.
I know when to be Batman and when to be Bruce. It's the mask that fits best at the time.
Tactical. Now you're speaking my language.
What the hell?
Looks like the whole city's under attack.
We've got a report of a raid on the Gotham PD arsenal. If those bastards get their hands on our weapons...
This is coordinated. It's Riddler's gang. It has to be. We're gonna need Batman for this one.
Agreed.
Emergency services is already pushed to the limit.
And then we'll have to redeploy
But
patrol officers
yeah,
to
I've
defend
said
the
this in
arsenal.
every other video where people are like,
Don't divert any
"Who
men
are
or-
you behind the
I
mask?
can handle the
Who
arsenal.
are you? What's your secret identity?" And I'm like, who else could afford this tech? He is literally the richest man in this city. Who
This is
else
what we
could
trained
afford it?
There's been an attack in the financial district.
He has what? $1 million worth of tech. His car alone probably is worth more than most people's houses in this city. Like, who? Like, I mean, this makes a lot more sense than Superman logic, where it's like, he puts on the suit, it's like, who is Superman? He has his face showing and shit. It's like, you know that nerdy fucker who works at the newspaper? Nah, he couldn't be that. Let's go push that guy down a pair of stairs. Fuck him. They're like, that couldn't be Superman. What, they look a lot alike? They must be twins. Like, but Batman, it's kind of obvious, because who else could afford all this tech? Like, for fuck's sake, man. I mean, that's the funny part about these games, especially the well, not games, but the series of Batman alone. I've always had that question. It's like, how do they not realize this is Batman? Like, it has anime logic there where, oh, I changed my hair. Now I'm a new person.
What more do you want? Hey, shut it.
You got what you came for. You don't need.
And also, if I ever get
better hope that's
loud
not
and I'm
true.
talking over the game, try to read the subtitles.
Pretzel out of your neck.
Because I know at times maybe I will talk over the characters because I'll say something or I'll be putting my 2 cents
How
in.
many are there?
I don't know. 10 or 12, maybe. The really big one. He made me give him the keys to the armored transport vehicles. I didn't want to. I swear.
It's okay. Get out of here.
And see, I think
Thank you,
what
Batman.
gets me, I think she knows our secret identity, and I still, at this moment, like,
Hey, you about done?
Yeah, just about.
All right.
The Batman. Boss, we got company.
Who are you?
A nightmare. Much like yourself.
oh my god, it's actually
You
Bane.
can call me Bane.
Oh my god.
A man cannot win a war alone. You fight well, but you fight alone. You will die alone.
Dude, we're going against Bane. This is probably the second coolest opening. And they made Bane look like such a badass. We're gonna beat. Oh, I thought we were gonna beat him over the head with a gun.
can see why Riddler wanted to be the one to kill you.
Riddler is dead.
He's dead. They got Riddler?
You should be worrying about yourself.
I promised my men a hell of a battle if ever I faced you. And I'd hate to disappoint them.
I love that in this thing,
I haven't
other
faced
than like
that
in
true
Arkham
warrior
where
since I left Peña Duro.
throw beats at him. I will break you, my friend. You were born in the... Oh no, you simply were adopted the fucking darkness.
Save your strength,
I was
man.
born in it, raised in it. And the first time I seen light, I was a grown man. Oh yeah, he does have the injections. Oh, okay. I thought they just made him like a wrestler. That's what bull testosterone would do to you. That's why you shouldn't inject that shit, guys. Drugs are bad. Okay. I don't know. In this case, it might be good.
I will give you a peaceful death if you take it.
Scares me a little. But yeah, I'm just glad they made Bane in this piece of break our back.
You're feeling, Batman.
Are we dead? Did I fuck that up? I also like that he has all the tattoos and shit. But no, what I was saying is I was hoping they were going to go with the idea that there was nothing technically... Well, technically Bane isn't supernatural because it is drugs. Like, it's like it's a serum he's injecting into himself to make him stronger. It's like steroids on steroids, basically. I'm gonna call Gordon.
Batman? Batman, what's wrong?
Help is on the way.
You know, what's bad? That guy could literally just demask us right there to see who we are. Unless he makes it that his helmet can only be taken off by him. I mean, that would be a logical choice for somebody who hides behind a mask. Oh, good. It's not froze. I thought we were frozen the loading screen. That was the opening. Holy shit, that was a good opening. I said that last episode too, where I was like, oh my god, the Riddler, he is so fucking good.
Batman.
And like this one had a good opening.
Batman.
Another reason why I was telling you guys to go like watch episode 1 if you haven't, it's because I will be talking about it and connecting episode 1 to episode 2. Be like, oh, that's why that happened in episode 1.
Batman.
Come on, help me.
It won't move.
Batman, we're gonna need you to help us push this thing off you. Come on! You can do it!
It's moving. Jesus Christ.
Come on.
The mechanic. Where is he? He didn't make it.
And may I say, in this one, Gordon's mustache looks
saved
really
my
good. He
life.
looks like the Monopoly guy.
Batman?
It'd be so funny if
It's
Bruce
okay,
Wayne grew a
Jim.
mustache.
I just need a minute.
Well, when you're feeling up to it, I'd love to hear what the hell happened here. Who did this to you?
He called himself Bane. His men loaded the weapons onto the APCs. Said they were taking them to a warehouse near the docks. You need to find them.
Don't worry. We'll catch the bastards. You better believe the entire force is motivated after what happened tonight.
I hate to say this, but
These
this would be
bastards
good.
declared war on our city.
Be sure to loop in Waller. She can help you.
I already did. Didn't have a choice. Now that Waller's my superior, I have to loop her into everything. Give us a second, will you? Thanks for sticking your neck out and calling me with this. I need all the juice I can get now that we live in Waller's Gotham. We're going to have to stick together if we're going to weather her storm. You and me, we're nothing like her.
I will always have your back, Jim.
Thanks, Batman. You don't know how good it is to hear that.
Yeah, because I trust Jim. Like, Waller is fucking smart. Don't get me wrong. She
Thanks
is
again
really
for keeping me
fucking
in the loop.
intelligent, but Jim
Means a
is
lot.
loyal. Like, I compare the two, like, he's not as smart as she is, but he has a bigger heart than she does. She's very
I'll get to the
cold
Batcave.
and tactical. She don't
See
give a
if I can
shit.
make
Like,
some
everything is
sense
like
of
a
what
chess
happened
game.
tonight.
What happened?
I was at the scene of a heist at the Gotham brokerage house when Batman called me here.
What were they after?
We're still getting a full account. Once the dust settles, I'll send you everything we've got. Detective Bullock's writing up a full report. I'll have him send you a copy.
Officers are ready for your deployment orders.
I've got to get going.
Agent Avesta, you should be resting.
There will be time for that later. I wanted to
so
thank
sorry.
you properly for saving my life. I wouldn't be here without you.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry
this is
I
how
wasn't
I
able
feel.
to rescue your partner.
I know you did everything you could have to save Blake. I hope you know that too. I know you called Gordon because you have history, but this is exactly what the director and her resources are here for. Working with Waller will be the fastest way to stop these murderers before anyone else gets hurt. Consider that. You should go take care of yourself.
I hate this choice because this takes me back to like high school,
Alfred,
like when two of your friends were having an argument
We're going to need it.
and you couldn't hang out with one friend without pissing off the other. I don't know if I was the only person who had friends like that, but like say like you had two buddies, like you were a group of three, and like those two people were arguing with each other for some reason. Like, you would go hang out at one person's house and be like, oh, yeah, we're going to play Halo or some shit. And then if the other person would find out, they would be pissed off at you. Like, why are you hanging out with him? He's a dickhead. And it's like, I know, but he's my friend. I really like him. I know you two aren't getting along at the moment, but I still like that person. And then you would go hang out with the other person, and it's like, it was no winning.
I'm fine. Really.
You are not fine, Bruce. None of this is fine. You were nearly killed tonight. Those minutes of silence waiting for you to respond. They were the worst of my life. Well, I didn't know if you were alive or dead, or if I would ever see you again.
I'm so sorry to put you through that, Al.
Yes.
You'll just do it
We didn't
again
mean to do
tomorrow.
that, Al. Like, we were sitting there unconscious. We would have called.
We already lost Lucius. I couldn't bear losing you, too. We can talk about all this later. Come on now. Let's get you patched up.
But how the hell? Like, I'm wondering what that serum is.
As if he wasn't bad enough. Now Director Waller knows your identity. That information in her hands?
Waller isn't the one we need to worry about. Bane is still on the loose, with enough guns to arm a small militia.
I understand. The man died for you tonight, Bruce. Tried to save you from that monstrosity. Too many have died. In too short a time. The cost of this war, it just continues to rise.
It is.
Alfred, we will get through this. You know that,
I
right?
feel bad that the mechanic
The storm
died.
will pass.
Yes, I know that, Bruce, and I'm sorry for not being my resolute self. It's just this Bane is terrifying. We've never seen this kind of destructive power before.
No, we haven't.
Waller was right about one thing. Riddler was just a small part of a larger threat. Let's begin with the dart I pulled from his neck.
Got it?
You know, it would be bad if he accidentally stabbed himself with that thing.
There's still some toxin left in here.
What kind of toxin?
Something new. There's a whole series of powerful psychoactive meds in this cocktail. Drugs that are lethal when combined.
Who could have come up with such a concoction?
A doctor.
And did the same person pull the trigger?
A doctor
Bane's
would be able to
attack
do
was
it
one of
because
3
it's a
tonight.
different combination
All
of
at the same
medicines
time.
made to be lethal.
Let's bring him up. Get an assessment of the damage. Gothcorp Labs, genetic research facility.
Oh, is Mr. Freeze
Where
going to
do
be
we
in
even
this game?
start with this?
Ooh, I like that.
I have no idea.
Authorities can't determine what was even stolen until all of that melts.
At least 20 dead, some completely encased in ice.
Others were frozen solid. Some of their limbs shattered as they fled. Waller's intel shows that the thieves made off with numerous pieces of equipment used in the storage and transportation of biological material.
I don't even want to think what they'd want that for.
No IDs on any suspects, though. Security cameras frozen. All witnesses dead.
So it is Mr. Freeze. Ooh, I like that. So we got Mr. Freeze, Bane.
Gotham brokerage.
Just taking a guess
$10
from the
million
cover picture of
stolen.
episode 2, it's Harley
Some safety
Quinn.
deposit boxes
And
empty.
later on we'll have
Contents
Joker.
unknown.
That sounds
Over a
fun.
dozen dead, and even more wounded. Mostly by gunshot, though some victims had their heads smashed in.
That's barbaric. Witnesses place Harleen Quinzel at the scene, dressed up as a clown and wielding a mallet.
Don't ask
Are they,
me.
see, this is the one thing I'm
Riddler's
wondering from this
friends are
story,
as
because
insane
usually
and gruesome as he
in the
was.
comics, it's Joker who made Harley
Those same
evil.
witnesses say that she
Are they trying to
acted
play the
alone.
scene where John was
All
just a
that
psychotic
carnage,
person with a
all by
tendency for
herself.
violence, and Harley is the one that technically made him evil? You know, because that's a cool idea, because usually the comic books, the video games, all that has written Joker as basically Harley's boss, where she's just a pawn in his game. And what the story is in most games is he met Harley Quinn and made her evil. Like, she was just a normal doctor at Arkham Asylum before she turned. And she has, like, Stockholm Syndrome. Like, he smacks her around, treats her like shit all the time. But are we really going to see Harley Quinn as the boss, technically, where she made Joker evil? Ooh. You know, I'm saying this, and some people are like, God, you're a fucking nerd. I know. I'm getting too excited over nothing. We're gonna read this a little bit, because I need to read these more. Agency. This is Bane's men. Or no, this is Riddler's man. John Doe. I was hoping we would have Bane in here. Nope. Okay, I'm just gonna leave.
Guns? Money? Biotech? What are they planning?
A full-on war.
Until we get to Bane.
I don't mean to cause offense, but you're in no shape to beat the information out of that monster, or take on his friends if it comes to it. We've already seen how formidable Bane is on his own.
Yeah, I agree. Not in my condition.
I hate to say it, but I'm not exactly ready for round 2. One thing's for sure. We can't just sit around waiting for them to strike again. We've seen the kind of devastation these killers can cause.
You told Waller you knew when to be Batman and when to be Bruce. Riddler said his friends abandoned him at the Lady of Dublin.
He alluded to the fact that John Doe was one of them.
If that's the case, then John can get you close to the others. He already wants you to meet them. John Doe might be your best chance of getting inside, finding out what they're up to.
Oh, I don't want to betray John.
John's might take it in. If I play my cards right, John might tell me most of what I want to know.
Well, the less you have to mingle with his friends, the better I'll feel about all this.
It'll be dangerous approaching Bane and his people this way. They'll be suspicious of anyone who isn't a proven criminal. You'll have to give the performance of a lifetime.
Bruce Wayne has influence, an endless bank account, and as of last year, questionable integrity.
Everything a criminal network looks for in a new recruit.
So that's it then. I find John Doe and accept his offer.
Excellent news. With that cheerful face. Can we meet? Now just a place to stack the decks.
The stack deck. That's where he is.
I suppose you couldn't wait an hour or two while you rest.
Not a chance.
Nope. We got places to go. We got people to kill. I mean, accidental homicide. Let's see how far I have left on my time. I have 1 minute left, so I'm just going to end the video here, because in the next video we will be dealing with the Joker. John Doe. Shit, I gave away the secret. He's Joker. Oh no. Spoilers. But I would like to thank everybody for watching, and if you enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe. In the next video, we will be at the stacked deck with Joker. And I'll see you guys in the next video.